Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Except for on a coffee break. And I'm YouTube famous now. And I've changed my channel, and this is now an ASMR video channel. Joking. Anyway, and then I start screaming, ah! When it's a Friday and you're sitting around and you're like, what should I talk about? Jeffree Star versus Two-Faced cosmetic drama? Who'd care? Why not a story time? Because those who can tell story times, those who can't do drama. Just my 2 cents. But anyway, all right. Does anybody know what that movie's from? Or what movie that's from? All right. Okay, maybe one of the hottest maybe one of the hottest mans in Hollywood. Maybe one of the hottest men in Hollywood. Anyway, I was sitting around today with my good Judy Peepee, weren't we? We were just sitting around cackling, telling stories. He was telling me some funny stories about him and Boo and Tucker when they go out on the town. What do you do? He's like, oh, we do all kinds of line dancing and things. But anyway, so I was thinking back because one of the videos that people seem to request on a regular basis more of is my pink tutu story. And I don't want to ruin it for you if you have never heard my pink tutu story time, but here's the real deal, you guys, okay? I don't claim to be something that I'm not, okay? I don't claim to be some bougie YouTuber that, listen, has all this and all this kind of stuff. I'm Roseanne, okay? I'm middle America, Midwestern, want a fountain Coke and maybe a Denny's late at night after going out with my friends, okay? It's just not that deep. My life is pretty simple. I love to read, watch Netflix TV series. It's just like, that's who I am, right? You guys, I'm pretty basic, even though we don't like that word, but I am. I'm pretty basic. Please hold. Anyway. So, but one thing, okay, that I absolutely cannot stand is camping. I don't know where I got this from, okay? Because I would love to sit here and tell you it's because I'm a homosexual. Did you know that? I don't know if you knew that I was a homosexual, but I am. But anyway, I don't know. But a lot of gay people love to camp. So I know that that's not it. And neither one of my parents are big campers. I mean, my mother would be like a 5-star hotel, right? And my dad really loves a nice hotel. But my dad would camp. My dad loves to hike. He used to hike in the Canadian Rockies, like twice a year, and like lived on a sailboat forever in the Caribbean, like by Honduras, doing a medical missionary trip. And so it's like my dad can be very rugged. Me, not, I mean, the beard is pretty rugged, but if I shut my mouth and just stand there. But anyway, so I don't love camping, all right? But my ex and I had these best friends that lived in Seymour, Indiana, which is where he's from. Now, if you've never been to Seymour, Indiana, it's in Jackson County, Indiana, and it is the home of John Cougar Mellencamp and also the Oktoberfest. It's also the distribution headquarters for Walmart, so just in case you want to know, what you don't know is a lot. So we were always trying to come up with like new things to do, right? And that's where the pink tutu story comes from. Because a typical weekend for Sean and I, that was my ex, going to Seymour to visit our good Judies, Rhonda and Kyla, would be that we would go down there, because like he lived there the first year we were together, and then he moved up to Indianapolis with me, and so we would go down there like every other weekend, and we would get a hotel room, right? And so, and we would just like board the dog at the dog kennel because my best friend owns a dog kennel. And so we were constantly trying to come up with things, and typically a good night looked like, going to the Tex-Mex restaurant or the Applebee's or the Cracker Barrel. Those were like the 3 big restaurants in Seymour. No lie, okay? And also, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot, is that Katie Stam, one of the most gorgeous Miss Americas in the entire world, comes and hails from Seymour, Indiana. So, and I love her so much, and she's a friend of ours. But anyway, so beauty can come from small places like Walmart Distribution Center. Anyway, so we were always trying to come up with new stuff to do because we would just kind of drive around and go say hi to friends and stuff. And I wasn't even from Seymour, and I didn't even know these people. And we'd sometimes go to like O'Brien Street and shoot pool. I can shoot some mean-ass pool. Don't think you know me because you don't. Because listen, okay? Good leave. But anyway, so I have my own pool stick in the basement in a case and everything. But, so one weekend, Sean was like, Rhonda and Kyla want to go camping. What do you think about that? And I was like, we don't even own a tent. What would we do? Just sleep outside? And listen, for me, like, I take it all the way. I'm like Wrong Turn and Deliverance and all the horror movies. Like, I take them, I gotta move this because I keep them like rattling the cage. For me, it's all about horror movies. Like, I'm not about to like get murdered, right? And I almost called him Alex. Sean said, no, he was like, we don't, you don't sleep outside, you rent these cabins. And I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. I love cabins, right? Because I had stayed in Gatlinburg. Now listen, if you go to Gatlinburg and you rent a cabin in Gatlinburg, they're like leather couches, full, like huge flat screen TVs, like hot tubs, pools, I mean everything. Pool tables, everything, right? And that's what I was conjuring. He goes, Peter, he goes, it's not what you're thinking. It's not Gatlinburg. And I'm like, oh, well, how bad could it be? And he's like, I mean, it's a lodge, and it's $30 for a weekend. And I go, $30 for, that's pretty cheap. Is it like on sale or something? And he goes, no, it's $30 for, I mean, that, you'll see. It's like, it's not like that. It's like they don't have a kitchen. They have like a hot plate, things like that. And I was like, oh, I can handle that. That's no problem, right? I'm a little bit more of a, even though I'm totally middle America Roseanne, I might be a little bit more of a snot than I'd like to admit, right? So anyway, I was so excited about this trip. I was so excited. I was like, because I love to go to cabins, log cabins, all that kind of stuff. I'm dreaming of a Smoky Mountain Christmas, like Dolly Parton. I mean, who wouldn't want to live with Dolly Parton up in the mountains in Pigeon Forge? I would. I'd love it all day long. Anyway, so I was so excited about this trip. We got a cooler, we got string cheese, we got all kinds of cheese, we got hot dogs, we got bratwurst, we were gonna cook out on the fire, we got s'mores. I mean, if you're gonna go sleep out and have a camp or go camping, you have to make s'mores, right? It's all about the food. And let me just tell you, okay, all four of us were a bunch of fatties back then. So we were all excited about the food, especially the string cheese, which I don't even think made it to the camping site. Because this was like some camping site like out in the middle of nowhere and you could go fishing here, whatever. I'm getting way ahead of myself. So anyway, it was like some state park that we were going to, but some like small state park, and everybody was like, there's a beach and you can lay out, right? I'm thinking, there's a beach in the middle of this like state park. It was like, I was like mad, I was so excited. A beach? I haven't been to a beach in forever. So we get this place at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, okay, with all of our food, we unload all of our stuff. And on the outside, it looks very much like I went to Camp Pyoka when I was in 6th grade, never again, cried the entire week. I was not one of those kids that like cried and then at the very end was like, I don't want to go home, I love camp. I like the whole week cried and was like, come get me out of this shithole. I went out of here, okay? I don't like it. I don't like camping. And my mom would just say, just try it, just try it. I was like, I am trying it. I've been here for 6 days. Come get me. I hate this place. There's mosquitoes and all of the boys are doing things they shouldn't be doing. I don't like it here, Mom. I wanted out. So anyway, this looks like one of those cabins, okay? I was like, there was no door. There was no door, okay? Front or back. Hold on. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, Peter, you can do this. You can do this for 2 days. Pull your shit together. You can do this, okay? You can be a good friend. You ain't that bougie, okay? Like, you can do this. And you'll have a good time. You got string cheese. You got s'mores. You can do this, all right? So we're sitting there. We make a big bonfire. And Sean and Kyla are out there laughing and dancing and stuff. And Rhonda gets in this chair. And we've got all this stuff there. I'm just kind of sitting there. I'm like, what do we do now? Like, and Rhonda goes, oh, now this is a vacation to me. This is my life. I'm thinking Cancun is a vacation for me. Right now, I'd like to be in Cancun with them serving me a Diet Coke with a lime on the beach somewhere in a cabana, okay? And Rhonda's like, oh, this is the life. I love this. This is my vacation. I'm thinking, when does it start? Like, what do we do? What do you do when you camp? I don't drink, okay? I don't do drugs. None of them want to play games. What do we do? Just sit around there and look at each other and tell stories? We create stories. We don't tell stories. I mean, I didn't know what to do. I was like so bored. I was just like, okay, I guess this is it. I don't do very well still. Can you tell? I mean, I don't do very well just sitting there like, I mean, I need action, okay? So we sit there for a little bit and we have dinner. We make bratwurst and, you know, all that kind of hamburgers. We cook all the food and have the string cheeses. I mean, we had about 15 kinds of string cheese. What is it? I mean, fat people just love string cheese. Listen, I'm a big girl. I love string cheese, okay? And I don't even like shred it anymore. I just eat it like cheese. I just remembered I have some jalapeno cheese in the fridge right there. Okay, so anyway. So we go to bed that night and there is listen, shower. This is the bathroom, okay? A toilet, which they were like, when the guy showed it to us, he's like, toilet's right over there. Toilet. There's no R in toilet. Toilet's right over there. And it's like literally no door in the bathroom, okay? Toilet with a sink over the toilet. And then right next to the toilet is a shower with no shower screen. So basically the whole cabin can see you shitting and showering. It's like, I was like, what is going on here? So we go to bed that night. Okay, there is a mattress. I mean, this was literally, I've been in jail. It was worse than jail. There is a mattress on the bed, which is a single at that point, okay? Or at that, enough. That is like that, and it's plastic, no sheets. We forgot to bring sheets. Why? Because we thought it was camping. We thought it was a luxury lodge for $30 a weekend. It wasn't. Not only that, this was the best, okay? And so here's the bedroom. You walk in the door from the main area. There were 2 bedrooms, one on this side, one on this side, and the toilet in the middle. So you walk in the bedroom, and the bed's to the right, okay? No doors. And then if you keep on walking in and you can walk right in and then right on out the back door. Guess what, too? A 30-foot drop into the woods, okay? The woods, the dark woods. Nobody out there behind us, no cabins. Somebody from the woods could have just walked in right in the bedroom. I looked at Sean, I said, I am not sleeping here tonight. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, I cannot do this. He goes, we'll be fine. I stayed up every minute of that night and watched that door. I was scared to death. I was scared to death I was going to be murdered, stabbed, killed. I swear to God I was, okay? So the next day we get up and they're all wanting to go to the beach, and I'm real excited about the beach. I was like, oh my God, I haven't been to a beach in forever. Like, you know, like Sean and I had actually gone to Cancun like 2 months before that, so I was real excited. We go to this beach. It was grass right up to the water, and then there was like 9,000 people that in this man-made lake that was like came up to your ankles. It was not, you couldn't even like get into. I mean, if you like, it was like 100 degrees outside, bugs everywhere. It was like, this is no beach. I don't want to be here, okay? And this was the best part of it. That Rhonda, Kyla, and Sean, who had sold me on this whole idea, I could tell they weren't even down with it, all right? They were like, let's get the hell out of Dodge. What is this place? It wasn't pretty. So anyway, we go back to the cabin, and we're sitting there, and Rhonda and Kyla are having like this secret conversation. I'm like, what are they talking about over there? So we're just sitting there, and I'm like looking at Sean, and I'm like, what time are we leaving tomorrow? He was like, we can leave as soon as we get up. You know, tomorrow we'll just take them home and whatever. I was like, okay. I'm thinking I only have, you know, at this point now it's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I'm thinking I only have it to make it another 24 hours. I can do that. I love them all, but I was like, I need out of this. This is why I don't camp. Can you even imagine if I had to do that in a tent? I would lose. A snake would climb in there or something. I wouldn't be having all that. So anyway. So we're sitting there, and Rhonda and Kyla come back over, and so Rhonda goes, hey, we got a question for you. And I was like, okay. And Rhonda goes, so if you guys, like, if we went home tonight, like, if something happened and we couldn't stay here tonight, we had just booked one night, which would have been $15 for the lodge, just so you know. She said, what would you guys do? Would you go back to Indianapolis? And I was like, I mean, probably not. We'd probably just get a hotel room or something like that. And she's like, really? She's like, you could get a hotel room and stay down here? And I was like, yeah, I mean, the dog's already boarded. There's no reason for us to go back. Let me just tell you something, okay? No sooner had those words come out of my mouth, 15 minutes later, that car was packed up, all the string cheese was in the trunk, and baby, we were on our way back to Seymour, Indiana, okay? We had checked into the Hampton Inn, taken showers, put on cute outfits, and all 4 of us were on our way to Caesars, Indiana, to go have a buffet dinner and go gambling for the night. And let me just tell you, that might have been the finest weekend I ever had in Seymour, Indiana, because we went to casino, and I think we each won a lot of money that night too. So that's why I don't camp. I don't like it. There was nothing about it I like it, okay? And I'll never forget Rhonda sitting there going, this is my kind of vacation. No, it's not. She was so ready to be at the casino. I love her, but she was so ready to be at the casino. That's the true story of the nature right there. Do you guys like to camp? What is it about camping? People are like, I love sitting out in nature. Get a fire pit behind your house. I can't do it. I just don't love it, right? Like, I really don't. And I am like, there is something about me that like those chigger things, they like love this. They feed off this, okay? Last summer, let me just tell you about my good Judy Tanya, right? She's got all this wood next to her house because she like burns fires constantly, and she's got a fire pit, and then she's also got a fireplace, right? We in Indiana here, most of us have like wood burning fireplaces. I do, she does, everybody does. So she's got this whole wood pile out there, right? Of wood that's been sitting there for a year, right next to her fire pit. We were sitting out there one night, and you ever see like it's those bugs, like they all move in a group? It's like, it almost looks like a horror movie that they're flocking over to you. I saw them moving over the fire, right? They don't like to get burnt, so whatever they do is they chew on everything around them. I go, Tanya, those are chiggers. And she goes, no, we don't have any chiggers here. It's still too cold outside. This was like in April. I go, no, Tanya, those are chiggers. I know, I'm about to get chigger bit down, okay? And I am not about having some chigger bites all over my legs. She didn't get one bite on her. I was eaten alive by Chiggers. I mean, I was like this in bed last. I mean, oh my God, have you ever had Chiggers? They're not mosquito bites, okay? They're like, they hide in wood and stuff like that. Alex is looking at my legs the other day, and I have like these little speckled things on there. He goes, what are those? I go, oh, those are the remnants of my Chigger bites from last year. He goes, how do you get a Chigger bite? I go, I always get Chigger bites. That's why I don't camp, okay? Now, I may love the string cheese, I may love the s'mores, but I don't like the triggers, and I don't like those back doors leading to deliverance, so that's why I don't camp anymore. Anyway, do you guys like to camp? If you do, leave it in the comment section below. Not that I really care, I want me going with you. And I don't really even like glamping, although I don't know what that is. Glamour camping, what is that? Is that a 5-star hotel? Now that I might do, but anyway, only if I have my own bed though, I think. All right, you guys, I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.